Hello, so this is SWF Exporter. So this actually does a couple things. It's both a previewer and a SWF to MOV converter. So right now we're looking at the preview in this area of a bunch of files, and all I've done is I've gone and I've opened up a directory, and there I see all the files, all the SWF files in that directory, and I can preview them, and you can see here that underneath each thumbnail is the name. So I can, decide, this is the one I'm looking for, and use it in Explaindio or Easy Animator or whatever program, Video Maker Effects. If you need to use them in other programs like Camtasia or ScreenFlow or After Effects or any other video program, we have the SWF to MOV conversion here. Now notice that it says, I've got these zoom options here, and really I should probably call that enlarge, but up here we get some additional information. Frames per second, that's what FPS stands for. SWF version, I'll talk about that in a second. The number of frames, but also the dimensions. And this is 200 by 200, which is kind of small. If I was going to be in a 1280 by 720 video, I might want it to be bigger, so I might want to double the size. So that's why I would click on this to get it to be twice as big, so that I wouldn't have to size it up, because once it's MOV, it's essentially bitmap, and so if I have to size it up too much, it starts to get blurry. So that's what this is for. So furthermore, a few other things. You can change the background here to make it easier to see. I think it starts off at medium gray, something like that, but you can change it to white or whatever color just to make it easier. This doesn't export, but it just makes it easier to preview. And again, I mentioned up here, some of this information is useful for like Explaindio, because Explaindio has some frame controls, and so it might be important or easy, great for you to know how many frames it is and what the frame rate is and all that kind of stuff. So 24 frames a second. Now the ActionScript version, this is something that's kind of interesting. We are working on doing a conversion for previous versions. ActionScript 3, AS3 is required. So if you have a SWF animation, it's not working in Explaindio or Video Maker or Easy Animator, and you might be wondering, why isn't it importing? You can see whether or not it's ActionScript 2 or before. Right now, it's AS3 is required. Now we're working on converting, basically the ability to convert older AS2 and before animations. There's a more technical designation. I don't want to bore you with it, but really, it's if it was done with a previous version of the ActionScript, it'll say AS2 or whatever, AS1 maybe, and those aren't going to be compatible with Explaindio. So this gives you that kind of information as well. So there you go. We are going to be we're working on adding that. We're working on adding GIF export and a few other things maybe. Would love any suggestions that you might have. And for all of you Easy Animator users, there's a button for to go Easy Animator if you don't have Easy Animator. But one of the great things about this, and one of the reasons why I want to get it to you for free, is because as you start to make more and more animations with Easy Animator, you're going to want an easy way to preview them and find them so that you can use them with whatever, especially Explaindio and Video Maker Effects and so forth. So here you go, guys. SWF Exporter, just listware for free, in other words. So thanks a lot for checking this out.